Disclaimer. I am not responsible if you break your car. I am not responsible for your health. If you hurt yourself or break your car, it is only your responsibility. This is not educational video and should not be used as tutorial. I do only show how I am doing my repair. I will not show you basics of screwing bolts, I will just show you results after each operation or part removal.
Okay, let's check first if pistons are shaking. Yeah, this one is a little bit shaking. This one as well. Yeah, but I think it's normal. It doesn't look like it's a factory horn. Yeah, this is the worst. First one is the worst cylinder. We're going to horn it ourselves on the car. I decided to not remove the engine for now, because we're not losing anything. By the way, this engine, despite its cast of aluminum, it does have sleeves in it. Steel sleeves. That means it's not like in BMW alusil surface. Here you can hone it or bore it the same as you can do with the normal old-fashioned engines. I hope it's not going to be too much hone I need to do. Hopefully. I still don't like this one, it's quite deep, but maybe it's not more than 0.5 allowed to be removed maximum. If we're going to reuse the same piston, if you're removing it more, and then you have to find a different piston. I don't know. I'm going to do it up until I will remove these vertical lines. I don't know if you can see them. Let me try to zoom. Yeah, these vertical lines. This is why your car is eating oil too much, burning oil, and this is why you got bad compression. And if you remember in the first video, I told you this compression was slightly lower. It was not that much critical, but that was slightly lower, and I believe that was the main reason why these engines are all in the oil. We're going to replace that first sealant as well. I'll show you how to do that later. I don't like these cracks. Yeah, that cracks means it was really much heating, but I don't see if this block has been actually cracked because I don't see any antifreeze leakages outside, so I hope it is all well. Right. So what we're gonna do next, instead of prepare the engine block to be removed, I'm going to remove the oil tray from the bottom. Let me show you. Right, so first of all we have to remove this. Right, remove that 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3 and 4 there, and remove this heat exchanger. Then removing these cables, and I can see there is some bracket here as well, but I don't understand where the bracket is mount to. Is it mount to cover, or it's mount to the engine block extension? To remove the filter, yeah, we have to remove this fat big pipe as well. I've already got it undone from this side. Remove, probably this one will not touch, we'll just move it and push it down. This one, probably I'll remove this one as well, this one. So these 2 pipes, this and this, we will remove, right? Then we will remove that cable, basically remove everything which prevent you from there. Okay, that is mounted to the engine itself, not to the cover. We just need to remove that cover, which is collect the oil tray. Okay, remove this pipe. It was sitting here, bolted to this guy within this big bolt. I don't know what it is, M13 or M12 maybe. That is another 10 was sitting here, right? This metal pipe needs to be removed as well, and yeah, of course it's clipped like usually, so you have to press this purple pistons down from both sides and undo this, remove that pipe from. Right, now we have to remove that wire, but we don't want to unplug it. We just need to unplug this clip out of the motor, right? So I will keep this plugged. Remove this wire as well. Remove these 4 bolts. Then that will be quite tricky. See that? This big, this basically big guy is held by that bolt, right? See that bolt? So that will be tricky because of the subframe. I don't want to remove the fan, coolant fan, so we'll try to do that using some kind of tricky keys, flexible. Once I will do this, I hope that will release me. Yeah, here we have, oh, what is that? Okay, never mind. Yeah, then we have to undo that bolt, which is accessible by finger, and I think we can do it using any kind of, without any special tool. And then remove this big guy out. Once we remove that, we will have an access to more there, and we will be able to investigate what else needs to be removed. In terms of removing the engine, I'm not going to do it now because I hope to do bore only, and I'm going to do boring my piston. I'm going to do them all, but one, the most damaged, will have a bore a little bit bigger. My measurements, according to my measurements, it's balancing on the edge of where it's already not recommended. So hopefully we'll be okay after replacing the rings only in this case. So basically, in terms of if you want to remove the whole entire engine, I think you will need to remove these bolts, that bolts, Of course, you have to have support of your engine, right? Otherwise, it will fall down. So look, this aluminium guy, I think it probably, see, it's connected to the subframe, right? I believe you need to remove the radiators. You need to remove the front bumper, of course. You need to remove this crash bar, aluminium one, and support of the radiators frame. Yeah, it's quite big job, but it is possible to move the engine with the gearbox down. Of course, you will need to remove that drop links and that shafts, axles. Yeah, it's not the best job to do. It's not what you want to do in your garage, of course, especially in the tight space like mine. But what I'm saying, guys, theoretically it is possible, right? So I hope it will be enough for now for us. Do not do it, but if we will have to do it, at least that will be a good content for you guys. So sitting in the evenings with a cup of tea, you will enjoy watching how I'm struggling. Right. Anyway, yeah, basically continue to that bolt, removing this big pipe. Okay, after you remove this bolt, that, see this, it has to be slide up, and then undo. See, up, and then here, undo. Right? Now, all of these cables does not prevent us continue what we need to do. Okay, we still want to remove this sensor, what I forgot to do last time. Oops. Make sure we don't lose anything. Yeah, clip like this. And then just remove it from here. Right? And now we can probably, unless there's something else. Oh, okay, this guy's holding us, right? Oops. Something started leaking. I can hear the leakage down there. Oh. Okay, this comes from this pipe. Let's put a little bit, some bucket here. Okay, I'll put this on place. Right, so let's undo this one. Okay, now let's remove this pipe and just this pipe we need to remove. So press it like this and remove this out from this one, right? What we have to do, we have to slightly undo this black bolt, that one, that will give us a space to access to that bolt. We're not going to remove it completely, just half probably, and then continue to that one. Right. Now we can do it without removing the fan, coolant fan. This one, the big guy. So that we have to remove this bolt, undo these wires. Maybe remove that, maybe not. Highly likely yes, rather than not, because that covers the clips. Radiator has 4 clips. They all looks like, where it is? Yeah, this one. See that one? That is a clip, so you have to press it down and pull it out. Pull it on top. Right? Okay. I released it. It's moving, as you can see, but we can't remove it simply because that big aluminum crash bar not allow us to do that. So in order to do that, we probably want to remove these two bolts. Remove these two bolts from both sides and remove this aluminum crash bar. Right? Then release these two cables. That is not cables, this is like wires to these lockers. Right? And then, yeah, I think I need to remove that plastic cover same way I did here. Okay, let's start it. All 8 bolts removed here and here. Also removed these 2 bolts here and here. Now we can remove this aluminum crash bar, just pulling it out. Be careful, don't break this radiator clip. Right? Okay, see, we have some sort of connection here, connector as well, the below one. We need to undo that connection as well. And then once we remove that bar, we'll be able to pull this fan out, and hopefully we will have an access to that bolt which is hold that pipe underneath. Looking at this mess, very afraid if I can assemble it back. Tear down is not the case, right? So put it back properly, that will be a challenge. I don't know, instructions say we just need to do what we've done, but it looks like it's not just enough. Probably we'll need to remove that pipes as well for safety reason, because I don't want to break anything. I quite like this car, despite it's broken. It's not a big issue. Right, yeah, let's just remove that pipes as well, it's not a big problem. Yeah, be careful with these stupid clips, because despite I had a proper tool, it's been broken. So this is not, it's very fragile part, so bear that in mind. It is quite fragile. Don't break it. I think I will need to glue it or weld it. If you don't know how to weld plastic, have a look at the video where I built a Copart BMW, so that will tell you how to weld these bits like this if you broke something. This crazy pipe clip is below, it goes from here to here, like this. Okay, it's not easy to pull it out, and I was afraid to break something or even to struggle to place it back. So I decided to slightly lift it and fix it like this using wires for his original support bars. And I think there will be plenty of room for me now in order to access to these bottom bolts. Let's check it. Yes, look at this, we have very nice access. Now I can remove this pipe easily. Now I can basically service everything. See, I even have an access to here as well. So I'm going to remove this bolt first and then remove that bolt. Okay guys, we removed that bolt. That was these two bolts, the most craziest bolts in all of this repair. It's short, it looks like this. I think I will make improvement of this construction next time. Before I will put it back, I will cut this edge down with a grinder, and we'll be able to access it easily just by using one of this. Because of this edge you can't access to the bolt inside. So yeah, before I will assemble, I will just put a grinder it from this side. Right now we have to remove only this clamp and release this aluminum pipe, and I hope we will have an access to the oil tray, but this is not yet 100%. Let's see what else we will facing. Sorry, I told you my biggest mistake, because this is not the craziest bolt. There is another one which holds the same pipe, but it hold it there. See? And that will be most craziest, because I can't see it from the bottom at all. This is what I can see, right? So this is the so that's not accessible at all. And from top it's more not accessible, because see that orange wires, and that is very, very deep inside. So you need to just dive yourself. And also this behind this plastic pipe, which I really don't want to remove, because otherwise I will have to remove all of these pipes, all of this coolant system. Absolutely no wish to do that. Okay, let's try to somehow. Surprisingly guys, that was easy. You just need to build this crazy construction and you will be able to remove that second one. Right, this sensor is very big, despite it looks like this from the external, but once you remove it, it will be big like this. Don't damage it, it's sitting very firmly inside that oil tray, and bolted up on bolt. Don't try to pull it with any puller or a screwdriver. Just rotating it clockwise and anti-clockwise slightly accurately without rude. I'll pull it by hands. You can help yourself with a screwdriver, but without crazy, right? What left to do? We need to remove that 4 bolts of heat exchanger, and then we'll be able to remove that aluminum pipe. And that's pretty much it. We should release our oil tray. Even if you drain the oil like me, once you remove the heat exchanger, bear in mind there will be some additional oil leakage. As you can see, I completely not disconnected yet, because otherwise there will be big flow. Now, because we need to remove the oil tray in order to access to our pistons, and see, I can't do that just because of this jack, right? So in order to do that, I built something like this. I don't think you need any explanation what is this and how did I do that. So this is one strobe, and that's pretty much supporting the engine from the for the crankshaft, and I just need to support one side of the engine. The other one is still mounted to the engine mount. After we removed everything, like pipes and heat exchanger, I didn't remove it completely, I just moved it away of the engine. We have to undo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. I don't know how many, around 50, 16 bolts, and maybe, but I'm not entirely sure, maybe one is behind this cup. Made it like this. Also, as you can see, the oil pan is fixed by these 2 bolts as well to the gearbox. 1, 2, we will need to undo that as well. 1 week's gone for me, and for you it's just like this. So I got this key after the week of delivery, and now we will try to remove the filter, oil filter, within this key. It's just a 3 legs key. Let's try to do that. Okie dokie. It's gonna be like this. So we put that key in, and then just try to undo it, and that will remove it, hopefully. Let me put a little bit more light. So remove that filter, which is good. Let's see what's inside there. And yes, as I told you guys, we have 2 more bolts here, which we have to remove in order to remove this oil pan. Okay, I removed all bolts holding this pan, but I left this one here. It's untied, so you can do it by hand, and this one here as well, with a little gap. Why is that? Because when you're going to release the pan using the screwdriver, just like this, there is a special places there where you can just hook it and pull it down, so this pan will not fall down to our face. It will just will be still held on by these 2 bolts in it. I hope it's not heavy too much, so I hope I will not damage these bolts but yeah, so I left them diagonal. One is here, one is here, and I will try to release the pan by a screwdriver. By the way, for the cylinder head, this one was enough, so it's never going to be stuck if you're using it after the proper Volvo mechanics. But if your car has been done by some crazy man who made this filter tightening, so I can't guarantee you anything. It could be glued by super glue or something. Again, this is where these special places are. See that one? So you put screwdriver between the pan, and the other one should be on the other side, somewhere here. I'll show you. So this one is first. Maybe it will release the whole pan from this corner, and we'll do it by hand. Disconnect these two clips, plastic ones. They are on metal bracket, and bracket is that. See this black cup? This one. So that comes from the oil pan. We have to release this as well. Otherwise it will prevent you from removing this oil pan. Now, once you release these two cables away, it will open that access to this bolt for you. So remove that bolt and remove this plastic clip. It looks like it's plug for the probe, but for some reason Volvo decided don't put the probe inside. Instead they're using the oil level sensor, which doesn't make sense to me. So just bear in mind, maybe you can find the probe for this engine. I don't know. Basically we need to remove it in order to remove it from the oil pan, otherwise it prevents you to remove the oil pan that hold it. Okay, this oil cooler does not allow you to release this pipe, this one, which is used to be used for oil probe, but it's currently just a plug, plastic one, so you can't remove it. We have to completely remove, unfortunately, the heat exchanger, right? It's not a big deal. We're just undoing these two clips and it should be removed, and then hopefully that will release this, give it a little bit more room to remove this. As you can see, the pan is already almost there, almost removed. I don't know, maybe I will have to remove that engine mount as well. Not yet sure about it. Hopefully we will be able to remove it without that, but who knows. Now we're removing that heat exchanger. Now remove this engine bolt and the nut, this bolt. Okay, around 1 hour later we finally got the oil pad removed. According to this plastic oil probe channel, it's easier to remove it within this. For example, I wasn't being able to undo this. There's no room here, so I removed it within this plastic pipe. However, if I'm going to put it back, when I'm going to put it back, I'm going to put it without that and then plug it in, because that will be from top, will be, I hope, more easier rather than put it with this assembly back. As you can see here, we have no metal pieces, which is really good sign. So it gives us very weak hope we got good engine bearings. I can see a little bit of sand here, but it looks like a dirt or something. Look at the oil, guys. Look at this. Who who owned this car? How can you guys be so careless? Right, remember we did engine cleaning. As you can see, it works very well. So yes, I do recommend this product, American one, which I shown you in the previous videos. But look, externally it looks like a new, right? But unfortunately, I think my case is very bad because somebody's driven this car without the oil and without the oil change for too long time. And you know, when it started oil burning, smoking, that's it. Pretty much, even this chemistry doesn't really work in my case. Fortunately, I got no engine knocking, so I believe these bearings are still in good condition. But so now we have to remove the oil pump, right? By undoing these two, right? This sensor will be removed as well. Be careful, don't break it down. Then what? Holding it as well. So this, no, that's not the one. And yeah, a couple of bolts on this side as well, and the chain. So once we remove the oil pump, see there are a couple of bolts here as well. Our net filter is okay. I'm not going to replace anything here. And yeah, we got an access to our pistons finally. Woohoo! Without removing the engine, guys. Okay. Right. But you know what? It will be very difficult to put it back. It's much more easier to do this job if you have engine out of the car. But I don't have the tools for that. And the space in my garage as well, so probably I'm not going to do that. Unless I will have to replace the whole entire engine. Hopefully not. Yes, I will disconnect this filter, 1, 2, and should simply plug away off here. And then 1, 2, and the 2 from the other side. Where are they? Yeah, this one and that one. And the oil pump, oh yeah, also, look, there is a gear here, see? And that gear holds by some torque here as well, so look, this is very not good sign. See? And metal pieces. It is very not good sign. Could be possible damaged bearings as well. In this case, I will have to remove the engine completely. Let's continue removing parts. Instead of removing that solenoid, I decided to remove this bolt. It is T40, which holds this wire, and this wire should be disconnect this plug as well. This is the standard plug. We already know how to disconnect them. I did show you last time, and that should comes away through this hole. So we just are doing this back and forward, back and forward. That should release it, right? Of course, with one hand is not possible. But basically this cable should go away from here. and then we will remove. We don't need to undo this gear, by the way. Guys, don't undo this, don't remove it. Once you will remove these four bolts, just pull the pump, and it should allow you to release it and remove it within the gear fitted in it. Don't remove the gear. Okay, this socket is sitting inside this plastic bracket. In order to remove it, because you can't, otherwise you will not be able to put this wire away of this hole, right? So that's sitting inside this one. See, we got couple of both plastic like clips or lips here, and that plastic clips holds this socket inside this bracket, clip, whatever, just to clip it to the engine. So what you're gonna do, you're going to undo this both. See, basically you have to release it using two little screwdrivers. So instead of pressing it from inside, you can try to press it from inside, but I did do it from the outside, from this one. Just get it away, and this one to the other side, basically left and right, and that will allow you to remove this bracket and leave this socket plug on its own. Right now we will be able to remove this cable away of this using this big hole like this. That will allow you now to remove it. Otherwise you will not be able to do that, because this hole is not that big enough. Even now, see, and yes, now you can remove that pump easily. Nothing prevents you anymore. What I like to do is put these bolts back, so you will know where these bolts coming from. When you will, it will be easier to assemble it. Now you have to release the tensioner. In order to release the tensioner, put the screwdriver in between the chain and the tensioner, then using like this, pull this up and plug some drill bit. In my case it's 2 millimeters, 2.5 maybe. It's around between 2 and 3 millimeters here. So that tensioner will be released now. Now we'll be able to remove the chain, right? I really hope we can. See, we remove the chain now. You don't have to undo this bolt, right? And now, I don't know if I unscrew everything. I think I did. Pump removed. Right, okay, it looks like this. Let me pull it away of the car. Right. Only one thing left to do is remove these balancer shafts. By the way, guys, if you're going to do it at home, you will not be able to install them without special tool. You can't just put it as you want. They have to be adjusted within a special tool. I do have this special tool. I bought it specifically for this car, especially for this car. But if you don't have it, do not even start removing this. I will show you how to use that special tool. It's not expensive, but unfortunately I found it only in the United States, nothing in the UK. for me will be to remove this solenoid, because there will be a filter here, and check how critical the engine damage was. Because as you saw, I found metal particles on the plastic filter net, and hopefully there won't be too much in here, but who knows. In order to do that, we'll have to undo this cable and then undo this little bolt here as well. If I remove this, it doesn't look clogged by metal particles. That means my engine still give me a hope I will be able to assemble it back without a major rebuild. This is still not major rebuild, guys, by the way. This is easy fix. We just need to remove everything. Just is the key word here. Okay, let's move on again under the car. Now let's remove these 7 bolts. They're all out of the 10. Just normal bolts. Yeah, as I told you, don't do that. If you don't have a special tool, you will not align it after without a special tool. Okay, after these little exercises of unscrewing bolts and removing parts, disconnecting pipes and disconnecting wires, we're finally reaching to the pistons and the crankshaft. Right now, as you can see, now crank is in service position. Right? Why it is important? Because later on, once we will assemble the engine back, we will need to set up our timing, and the timing is important. We're gonna use tools like this and number 9 that will fit to, yeah, perfectly. Number 9. Okay, I just remove this first bearing, and it is very good crankshaft. It's not worn at all. Very good condition, and the bearing is good as well. I hope all of them will be in that condition. Really hope that. What was the metal pieces then? Usually it's from those bearings. I hope you guys will enjoy this. Piston number 2. Good condition. The rings are moving. Even the oil rings is not clogged. It is clogged, but it's moving. It's not stuck. So piston number 2 is in okay. Let's check them all. Let me remove them all and walk through all of them. Second is really good. Just put mark on it. So guys, this is cylinder number 1, and this is clearly shows you how it's been destroyed and why we have scratches. See, the whole piston been destroyed, the rings has been destroyed, That's why we used to have metal pieces inside the engine filter, the oil filter. So that oil ring is completely clogged. That's why there is no compression here. The compression ring is clogged as well. So this piston has to be replaced. All the rings has to be replaced. And then now we know, at least, guys, what was the problem with this car. Remember I told you what's wrong with this car. And this is what's wrong, exactly wrong in this car. Let's have a look what's inside the cylinder walls and if we can fix it, or we have to replace the whole engine unit, which will be very, very bad. Oh, the good sign is there is no issues with the crankshaft bearing. The crankshaft is like a new, and the bearings are good as well, but I'm going to replace them anyway. Let's have a look what's inside the cylinder walls, because we wasn't able to see that when the piston was on. Let's see how the deep scratches are. Hopefully they aren't, but look, this is exactly shows you why it's been burning the oil. So that means the engine has been overheated and was working with no oil, okay? Because I drained 3.5 liters and the 5.5 is a norm for this car. Bear that in mind. And let's have a look what's inside the cylinder walls. This is the cylinder walls. The scratches are all the way down. On the one side where the piston was broken. Let me check using my finger and nail how deep it is, and is it okay, a little bit here. You know what, I think it can be honed, hopefully. Yeah, it can be honed. Yes, do not overheat your car, please. Take care of your temperature. I will try to hone them. Hopefully the new rings will sort out the problem. The other three are perfect. They got even factory horn in them. See, that straps. Absolutely good condition, guys. If this Volvo used to be serviced properly, I think it could be done 1 million miles, I think, or 500,000 definitely. That's so good. So good engine, guys. And just not, unfortunately, taken care well. So I vote for this car. This car is very good. I mean, the Volvo XC90 and the engines like that, if you service it properly, of course.